very good morning to all dear my students. I hope you all are safe at your home and taking care of yourself and your family. Welcome to our school Suman Ramesh Tulsiani International School Kamshed. Our class is 4th, subject is EVS part 2 and we are looking for chapter number 4, that is the Shivaji's childhood. In the previous video we have already started this chapter, but from long time we have not attended the EVS part 2. That's why we are going to take a recap of that points first of all, and afterwards we will start our new point of the same chapter. So let us take a recap of the chapter. So in a previous video we have studied about Shahaji Raje towards the Mughals. Okay, so Shahaji Raje returned to Nizam Shahi, all right, but he did not get any peace of mind there. Shahaji Raje, he has returned to Nizam Shahi, but he did not get any peace of mind there, means he did not get that freedom from that disturbance. Nizam Shah himself was a fickle-minded person who readily believed that all gossips. Means Nizam Shah was of the changeable mind. He is believing all the gossips. Hence, many conspiracies and petty rivalries infested the court. This led to the killing of Lakhoji Rao Jadhav openly in the court at the instigation of Nizam Shah himself. Due to that, what happened? He has planned to kill the Lakhoji Rao Jadhav openly in the court at the instigation of Nizam Shah himself. Okay, so Shahaji Raje could not withstand this. Shahaji Raje could not withstand this decision. So he has left that Nizam Shahi and joined the Mughals. Shah Jahan, the Mughal emperor, made him a Sardar at his court. So Shah Jahan, he was the Mughal emperor. He made Sardar to Shahaji Raje at his court. Okay. In the meantime, secretly joined hands with the Mughals, Fateh Khan killed Nizam Shah. So Fateh Khan killed the Nizam Shah. There was a complete anarchy in the state. It became evident that Fateh Khan was treacherously planning to enable the Mughals to swallow Nizam Shahi. So it was the plan of Fateh Khan to swallow Nizam Shahi, means to achieve the Nizam Shahi. In return, the Mughals rewarded with him territory under the control of Shahaji Raje was enraged, and so he left the service of the Mughals. So Shahaji Raje also, from Nizam Shahi, he has participated in the Mughals emperor, but afterwards he also has left that Mughals emperor also. He decided to teach them a lesson using all his might. Then founding of a new Nizam Shahi. In order to forestall the Mughals emperor and Wazir Fateh Khan, Shahaji Raje found of a child hired from the Nizam's family on the fort of Pemgiri near Junnar, declared him as the new Nizam Shah. So what Shahaji Raje did? He has found Nizam's family, one of the child from the Nizam's family on the fort of Pemgiri near Junnar. He has declared, Shahaji Raje declared him as a new Nizam Shah. Thus he established an altogether new kingdom which include the territory between the rivers Godavari and Nitra. So what they did, they had established, they had achieved new kingdom which is included the territory between which area is included between the rivers of Godavari and Nitra. Shahaji Raje fought vigorously to protect this new state. Shahaji Raje, what he did, he has fought vigorously to protect that new state. Initially, Adil Shah was with him in these efforts, but later the Mughal emperor Shah Jahan himself marched south upon Shahaji Raje and threatened Adil Shah. So what is happening afterwards? Adil Shah was with him in these efforts, but afterwards what happened? The Mughal emperor Shah Jahan himself marched south upon Shahaji Raje and threatened Adil Shah. So he killed the Adil Shah. Adil Shah then signed a treaty friendship with him against Shahaji Raje. So Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, what he did threatened Adil Shah, means whatever power of Adil Shah was decreased due to that. So what Adil Shah did, Adil Shah then signed a treaty friendship with the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan against Shahaji Raje. Okay. So next is Shahaji Raje now began to fight the joint force of the Mughals and Adil Shah using guerrilla tactics. So Shahaji Raje, he was the single one to fight against with the Mughals emperor and Adil Shah, but he could not sustain the war all by himself. So he could not. So Shah Jahan could not won the war. So next, in 1636, he signed a treaty peace with the Mughals. He could not create his own kingdom as the times were not favorable for him. So Shahaji Raja could not form his own kingdom as that time was not favorable for him. But his daring spirit kind a confidence among the Marathi people. This proved useful Shivaji in establishing Swarajya a few years later. Okay, so now we will start our next point. Here we have taken recap of the lesson. Now we will start the next point of the lesson, that is Jizabai and Shivaji in Karnataka. After the downfall of the Nizam Shahi established by Shahaji Raje, its territory was divided by Mughals and Adil Shah amongst themselves. So after the Shahaji Raje, whatever Nizam Shahi has established, whatever the Nizam Shahi has formed by Shahaji Raje, its territory, its area was divided by Mughals and Adil Shah amongst themselves. So area of Nizam Shahi has divided into the Mughals and Adil Shah. Shahaji Raje Jagir of Pune and Supe lay in the Adil Shah's here. So Shahaji Raja's Jagir of Pune and Supe is with the Adil Shah. He gave it to the Shahaji Raja, joined the Adil Shahi services. Adil Shah assigned to him the task of conquering the territories in distant Karnataka, far away from Pune. So Adil Shahi assigned him as the task of conquering means defeat the territories in distant Karnataka. Territories means areas, okay, in distant Karnataka, far away from Pune. So Adil Shah assigned him, Adil Shah given the authorities to him to task to defeat the territories in the areas in Karnataka which is far away from Pune. Sometimes after the departure of Shahaji Raje to Karnataka, Jizabai and Shivaji also joined him there. So as Shahaji Raje, so afterwards departure of Shahaji Raje to Karnataka, as Shahaji Raje went to Karnataka, Jizabai and Shivaji also joined him there. Shivaji's childhood in Maharashtra had been very hectic. It was a very hectic. He and Jizabai had to rush continuously from one fort to another. So in that days, Shivaji Maharaj and to Jizabai had to rush continuously from one fort to another. They have to go from one fort to another fort. At that time, young Shivaji used to hear the stories of brave deeds of his fathers. At that same time, young Shivaji used to like to hear the stories of brave deeds, brave action of his father. Jizabai and Shivaji got some peace when they arrived in Karnataka. So Jizabai and Shivaji Maharaj got some peace, got some freedom from disturbance when they arrived, when they went to the Karnataka. Shivaji Raja defeated many kings in Karnataka. Adil Shah awarded him with the Jagir of Bangalore. So what Adil Shah did? Adil Shah awarded Shahaji Raje with the Jagir of Bangalore. Shahaji Raje then made the city of Bangalore his headquarters. He lived there with all trapping of a king and began to summon the court. So he lived there with all the features, all the characteristics as like a king and began to summon the court. also began to be present at the court. So in this way we have completed our chapter number 4, that is the Shivaji childhood. Okay, thank you so much everyone.